First, let's consider Aries. For Aries, for each and every zodiac sign, we have Adaya Vyaya and Rajapujya Avamana. So these are calculated based on who is the Lord of the year or King of the year, or like which weekday the new year happened to be. Since the Lord of the year is Chandra, since the new year, the Hindu New Year for USA, it's on Monday. But if you consider India, it fell on Tuesday. But based on your particular location and your particular planetary positions for that particular place, the new year falls on Monday, April 11th. So since the Lord of the year is Moon, the Adaya and Vyaya for Aries are 14 and 12. So you can see some huge income and some huge gains in your business. But the Vyaya is 2, so you're gonna spend a lot less compared to what you're earning. So you're earning in very huge amounts, but you're spending very less. We cannot say you're being a completely miser by being like this, but you're trying to save money for some future expenditure. And Rajapujya is 4, Avamana is 5. Rajapujya means how many people are in your favor and how many people are likely to be friendly to you in the general society. And Avamana is how many people are against you, or how many people might be your foes, or how many people might oppose you. So this is like a general ratio of the people who are in favor to you and who are not in favor to you. So for Aries, the Rajapujya, like the people in favor, is 4 and the Avamana is 5. So many people might oppose you because maybe you're not spending money, or maybe you're not trying to be up to the mark to their expectations, or they might have some natural grudge on you. And the Jupiter transit this year, it's in the 11th house for most part of the year, except for 2 months it's in the 10th house. So the transit of Jupiter is very good for Aries. The transit of Saturn is in the 10th house, which might create some hurdles in your job. So try to be a bit careful in the way you lead your job life. And the dragon head, or Rahu. So from now onwards, I'm going to be calling it as Rahu and Ketu. So the dragon head is called as Rahu. The dragon tail is called as Ketu. So the Rahu is in Taurus this year. So it's in the 2nd house for this whole year for Aries. And it is okay considering the wealth perspective or financial gains. This is a bit friendly. But Ketu is in the 8th house. This is a bit bad for these people. So considering the career, since the Jupiter is in the 11th house, it's going to be a good milestone in their career. They might see some good changes in their job. They might see a good changes in their lifestyle, and they can expect some new promotions, new change in their positions, change in jobs, a friendly nature in their job environment. But if you consider the finance, it is equally good as well, because the Jupiter in the 11th house is proven very auspicious, and the Rahu in the 2nd house also is very favorable for any sort of financial gains and any sort of materialistic business which you try to do. Any business which tries to help the general public, it's gonna have good profits this year if you own such a business. The health is gonna be fine. You don't have to worry of any health problems this year. But the family life, you might face some hurdles or some small obstacles in your family life, in your relationships, in your love life. You might see some unexpected kind of situations where you might end up in a messy situation. So try to take care of your family life. Try not to get too much involved in your job life. By enjoying too much, you might not spend enough time with your family. So try to make some time and try to make sure you spend enough amount of time with your family so you have some good relationships. And considering the Shanti or remedy, or like which type of prayers they're supposed to do this year, for Aries, it's better they worship Lord Shiva or Ishvara. So if they do Shiva worship this year, it's gonna be very auspicious for them. It's gonna bring out good results, because the 10th house transit of Saturn might be a very problematic from September 14 to November 20, because considering Saturn is in retrograde for some time and the Jupiter is also in the 10th house, so it might create some obstacles in your job life. So from September to November, you have to be very careful in the job which you do. Try not to point out others' mistakes too much. Try to just make sure you're doing your job right. So the Shanti for Aries is worshipping Lord Shiva for this year.
ఈ వీడియో గనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయడం మాత్రం మర్చిపోకండి. మా వీడియో నోటిఫికేషన్స్ మీకు రావాలంటే బెల్ ఐకాన్ ని క్లిక్ చేయండి.